Have you ever paused to wonder what truly happens? Your favorite online games as they age.
Yeah, when the official servers maybe shut down or the devs just move on.
Exactly. It can feel a bit like watching a digital ghost town emerge. Kind of sad, really. A forgotten relic.
Mm-hmm.
But here's where it gets really interesting. Often, these incredibly dedicated communities, they step in.
Right. They don't just let it fade.
No. They take the reins. Digital preservation, sure, but also continued creation.
It's pretty amazing.
Which brings us to today. We're doing a deep dive into ServUO Ultima Online Emulation.
UO, classic.
Right. And this isn't just about keeping an old game on life support. It's a profound example of how passionate fans ensure these digital worlds don't just endure.
They actually evolve, thrive even, way beyond their original commercial life.
Precisely.
And it's fascinating, the game itself, Ultima Online. For anyone maybe not familiar, it was truly foundational. A pioneering MMORPG.
Launched way back when.
1997, can you believe it? It really paved the way for so many online worlds we play now.
Wow. Okay. And emulation here, it's not like running old console games, is it?
No, not quite. In this context, emulation refers more to the community's efforts to faithfully recreate the game experience.
Okay.
And maintain it, run their own versions. They often call them shards. Sometimes they even expand on it.
Gotcha. Shards. I like that.
And our source material for this, it's a detailed snapshot of the ServUO website itself.
So we get a direct look.
Yeah, it gives us this incredible, really granular view into how the community's structured, what resources they share, and importantly, the active player-run servers that are out there right now.
Okay, so our mission for this deep dive then is, let's unpack this ServUO ecosystem.
Sounds good.
We want to explore the ingenuity, the sheer dedication of the people involved.
The challenges too, I bet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And figure out what it tells us about, community-driven digital preservation.
Yeah.
And maybe even ongoing creation in virtual spaces.
Right. There's a
Right.
lot there.
Let's dig in.
Okay, so connecting this to that bigger picture, digital preservation, ServUO really acts as this incredible central hub.
More than just forums.
Oh yeah, much more. I mean, it does have active forums, sure. Welcome, lobby chats, recruitment for finding servers, general emulation support.
The usual community stuff.
Right. But beyond that, it's a really vital space for some highly specialized technical discussion.
Like what?
Well, dedicated sections for things like mono support, which is super important for getting things running on different platforms like Linux or Mac.
Okay. Cross-platform.
Exactly. Plus tool support and support for specific big projects like Vitanex.
Vitanex? What's that?
It's a major development library for ServUO. It really extends what the game can do, adds a ton of modern features.
So people are building significant tools on top of the emulation.
Absolutely. And there's also XML spawner support and resources. XML spawner is key for creating dynamic scripted events and content in the game world.
Okay, so it gets pretty technical.
It does, but the really impressive thing, it's become this living repository. People are developing and sharing essential tools, custom art, even entire ready-to-launch server packages.
Wow, entire servers. That's a lot.
Right?
And that ingenuity really comes through when you look at their featured resources section, right?
Definitely. It's a showcase.
So looking through that list, what kind of contributions really stood out to you? What felt surprising or, particularly insightful about the community's priorities?
Well, what immediately jumped out at me was the balance. You've got deep technical work right alongside really creative expansion.
Okay, give me an example.
So on the technical side, there's this remote desktop security monitor by someone called Voxspire.
Okay, security. For an old game server.
Exactly. It's designed to protect servers from RDP brute force attacks, basically, automated attempts to guess login details.
Huh. It tells you something, doesn't it?
It really does. The fact that a community is building specific security tools for a game this old, it speaks volumes about their commitment, the long-term view, and frankly, the trust they're trying to build.
That's a serious level of responsibility they're taking on.
Huh.
And this Voxspire seems like they do a lot. I saw other things like upgrading to .NET 4.8 for old projects.
Yeah, prolific contributor. That .NET upgrade guide is interesting too. It helps server admins keep the underlying technology somewhat modern.
And also an introduction to Git. Now, for listeners maybe not deep into coding, Git is, it's how developers manage code changes and collaborate. Right?
Precisely. Version control. Essential for any serious software project, especially collaborative ones.
So what does it mean when a community isn't just patching bugs, but actively providing, like, developer onboarding, modernization guides for a classic game.
It means they're thinking about the future, not just preserving the past. They're making it easier for new developers to get involved, to learn the ropes, and to actually contribute.
Future-proofing the whole effort.
You got it. It's a powerful kind of self-sufficiency. And then thinking about the players, there's that all-in-one installer, patcher, launcher, the IPL thing, also by Voxpire, I think.
Yes, saw that one too.
That makes it incredibly easy for a new player to just jump in. It streamlines what could otherwise be a really fiddly setup process.
It was the barrier to entry, massively.
Exactly. That's huge for bringing in fresh blood.
Okay, so on one hand, they're building this robust technical backbone, making it secure, helping developers.
Right.
And on the other, making it super easy for players to join. But it's not just code and tools, is it? The artistic side is, well, it's pretty phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
I saw resources like creating UO sprites with Dad Studio and Blender by Vrark.
Using modern 3D tools.
And that massive archive list of art content creators, old and new, by Eric Cairo. It's like a historical record and a current resource combined.
And Red Moon's guide on how to add custom animations to UO. This isn't just keeping the old look. This is actively adding to it, enriching it.
That's what's so fascinating. What does that impulse tell you? Creating new art, new animations for a game engine from '97.
It shows the community isn't satisfied with just a static museum piece, right? They're not just curators.
They're creators, too.
Exactly. They're actively pushing the boundaries of what the original game could do. They're bringing in modern tools, modern techniques, injecting new visual life.
So the game isn't finished just because the original devs stopped working on it decades ago.
Not in their eyes, clearly. For these communities, the creative process is ongoing. It adapts, it uses new tools, reflects new artistic visions. It's alive.
And then beyond the individual pieces, the tools, the art you mentioned, entire server packages. I saw Ultimate Adventures, a full-featured, content-packed offline server by Final Quest. That sounds huge.
It is. Think about what that involves.
Yeah, what does it take for someone to put together something like that?
An enormous amount of work. These aren't just little tweaks. They're fully realized game worlds, often with completely custom content, unique rule sets, carefully balanced economies. It represents countless hours of coding, art integration, testing, design.
So much dedication.
Truly. It shows the ambition these individuals have to craft an entire virtual world for other people to come and live in.
And you also see those advanced libraries, like you mentioned VitaNex earlier.
Right, by Voxpire again, I believe.
Yeah.
That kind of library really pushes the technical limits of what the emulation framework can even handle. It enables really complex new systems.
And it seems like the innovation doesn't stop. There are projects listed as YAP, work in progress, like Shards of Minax by Rutabex.
Yeah, that WIP tag is important.
It means it's not just finished projects being archived, right? It's a continuous cycle.
Absolutely. It underlines that this is a living, breathing ecosystem. Development is iterative, it's community-driven, often volunteer-led. It's all about sustained passion, not just one-off bursts of activity.
Okay, so we have all these amazing resources, tools, art, even whole servers being built.
Right. The infrastructure, the building blocks.
So what are people actually doing with all this? Where are they playing?
Well, that's where the active shards section on the site comes in. That tells the story.
These aren't just discussion threads.
No. These are live, playable, player-run servers. And many have pretty significant communities playing on them right now.
Like actual player counts?
Yeah, this site often shows recent numbers. For instance, the Crossroads Mundane's Legacy Shard. It recently showed 94 players online with a peak of 138.
Wow. Nearly 100 people online simultaneously on one fan server.
And UO Eventide Time of Legends, 89 online, 137 peak. Insane UO Endless Journey, 70 online, peaking at 101.
Those are solid numbers for any MMO, let alone a fan-run version of a 25-plus-year-old game.
It's incredible, isn't it?
What does that tell us about Ultima Online's enduring appeal? That these player-run worlds are still attracting that many people?
I think it says the core game design must have been incredibly potent, incredibly compelling.
Something timeless about it.
Perhaps. And it's also coupled with the freedom and maybe the specific flavor these community servers offer. It's clearly not just nostalgia driving this.
No, it seems like there's a real appetite for these specific player-driven experiences.
Precisely. And what's really compelling is the sheer variety you see in that list.
How so?
Well, you have some servers aiming for a classic feel. Things like UO New Renaissance or UO Feluca Renaissance. They're trying to meticulously recreate the game as it might have been in a specific era.
Okay, the preservationist approach.
Right, but then you have loads of others offering truly custom experiences. They're pushing boundaries, adding unique rules, completely new content.
So any examples jump out?
Sure, names like Unchained, Quests and Legends, UO, Atelier Reborn, catering to specific language communities too, UO Phoenix, Dreams World 2022, the list goes on.
So it's not monolithic?
Not at all. These communities are alive, they're dynamic, they're constantly evolving the game in different directions, often based directly on what their specific player base wants. It's almost like ongoing decentralized game design.
That's a great way to put it. Decentralized game design, happening decades later. So, thinking about all this, what does it really mean for you, listening right now, this ServUO community? It feels like such a powerful living example of, well, digital stewardship, maybe?
I think their stewardship, yeah.
It really shows how collaborative innovation and just sheer passion, frankly, can fuel the ongoing evolution of these classic digital experiences long after the original companies have moved on.
It's not just about preserving a memory.
No, it's about reimagining, rebuilding, continually creating.
So maybe something to reflect on is, what does the success, the enduring vibrancy, and this community-driven evolution of a game like Ultima Online, what does it suggest?
It's amazed about what?
About the future, maybe.
Yeah.
The future of digital content ownership. About how we approach game preservation. And just the inherent, almost boundless power of collective creativity when it happens inside these virtual worlds.
That's a deep thought. Collective creativity shaping the future of digital heritage.
Yeah.
And maybe, as you think about that, consider your own favorite digital places or communities you've been part of. How might these kinds of fan-driven efforts like what we see with ServUO be shaping the whole landscape? Online gaming, digital culture, maybe offering alternative futures for our most beloved digital pasts. Something to think about.